And here we go. Vou botar aqui, já tá, né? Hello, Harmonica friends! Welcome all of you to our extra live, our special extra live today, Saturday. April 24th. Welcome all of you. I'm very happy. I'm very glad to be here. Today is a very special day because we have a really very interesting news for everybody. So today is a very important day to me because today is a day where I will make no the dream, a pretty old dream come true. So that's something that I want to share with you along our broadcasting. Okay. So first of all, I want to check out our communications if everything's just working well. Hello, Instagram. Hello, YouTube. Remind you that we are broadcasting live from all the Sopro de Artes channels, okay? Here on YouTube, Sopro de Arte, and here on Instagram, Sopro de Arte Brasil, everything just live, okay? So everything seems to be working fine, isn't it? Okay, so let's move on. And today, I will make a special live because along this week, I received lots of wonderful messages with comments about our lives, and most part of them were people asking me to play certain songs, certain choro teams on my harmonica. So I decided I make a small list with some of those choros which I found a playback to play with, okay, so that you could understand the whole composition. Because all the melody, okay, they work as well, but with the accompaniment, well, it sounds better, isn't it? So I made just a little set list, okay, so that you can um, hear the sound of the harmonica as you can understand the whole beauty of the melodies, of the compositions, of the choro themes. All right, so that's why I made like this. So the first one I have just played, it's Lamentos from Pixinguinha, and a very classical choro theme. And as the usual, I'm using the playbacks provided by Fernando Cesar Sete Cordas YouTube channel because he's one of the top acoustic seven-string guitar in Brazil. He's amazing. He plays really, really well, and he knows everything about choro music, about samba, about pagode. He's a wonderful musician, and he have this YouTube channel where he puts every week new choro teams. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. So well done. So I really recommend to you, if you want to practice a little choro, go to Fernando's YouTube page. Okay? Haha. Well, the first one I want to our next choro will be one more great hit from Pixinguinha. And as you could see here, um, the most part of the themes I played comes from the woodwind instruments, such as the clarinet, for example, the compositions of Paulo Moura and Abel Ferreira, both of my favorite guys in choro, and the flute, for example. You see, because the woodwind instruments are really closer to the harmonica than the plucked strings instruments, isn't it? So they sound all their compositions sound really good on the harmonica. Okay, so I really recommend. And above all them, Pixinguinha's flute is the best one in terms of if you are referring to the sound, to the extension of note, the range of notes, isn't it? So I really love to play Pixinguinha's compositions on my harmonica, right? So let's move on. I will play now uh, another song that I really enjoy. And this was a choro asked by a friend called Christian. So Christian, here we go. We'll play Vou Vivendo. Okay, let's move. Ay, I just love that choro. It fits so beautiful. Vou vivendo life. Yes, that's precise. Harmonica College. That's precise. It's Vou vivendo is so beautiful. It just sounds so beautifully on our harmonica, isn't it? It's so beautiful. It's so happy. It's a very happy sound. A very wishful. It's a perfect composition, and I love to improvise on them, on that kind of short teams. They are really good to practice our improvisation. Don't you think that? I just found, I just think that it sounds really good. Not only the teams, but also the improvisation. They are really good. I love to improve to make some improvisations on those teams, on those shorter teams. It's really beautiful, isn't it? Well, as I was saying, my friends, um, today is a very special day to me because today I will make I know the dream comes true. In all that pandemic times, to be a musician here in Brazil, it's very hard, very hard. So I finally took profit of this opportunity that I'm home, you see, and thanks to my partnership with Soprojart Production, who are helping me in all these steps. Today, I will release my harmonica course online, 100% online. And that's an old dream. I've been planning this for so many years, 5 years at least more than that, actually. And I started some projects in past, but you are always we are always touring, always gigging, always recording. It's hard, isn't it? I used to made 16 to 17 concerts, 60, 70 to 70 concerts a year. So more than one concert per week. So I didn't have the time, I didn't have the mind to focus myself in order to give the extra tour that such a course requires. So, but in this quarantine, in this pandemic quarantine, né, thanks to my friends on at Soprojarte, I had the time, I found a way to organize all my ideas, and we recorded that. We made some beautiful videos, and I am sure that lots of people around the world will will be able to take profit of this. You see, and so today I am releasing the Choro Harmonica, a course that will teach people how to play the chromatic harmonica using the Choro music as a foundation. You see, you will learn both things together. You will learn harmonica and choro at the same time, because I believe that choro is a wonderful musical path. It's a very strong, very well done, very consistent path. Okay, I will talk a little bit more about this later. Now, I want to play one more song that is previewed in that list. You remember, I received lots of wishes, was lots of asking. So this is a wish, an ask that came from Luciano Falcão, Brazilian harmonica player, very good one, and who plays. Good morning, Guta. Guta the Pandeiro is here. Hello, Guta. wonderful, wonderful percussionist in show music, and he also made a very important radio program here in Brazil. So he's quite important in our in our circle. Well, and I will play just right now. I will play so this ask from Luciano Falcão. He asked me to play Apanhei de Cavaquinho from Ernesto Nazaré, the harmonica, right? So let me check it out here. Just a little adjustment. And let's go. Apanhei de Cavaquinho. That's so beautiful, isn't it? I really love as well to play that song. And it is really a challenge for us, isn't it? It's really a challenge because now we are playing some, and just until now, the first songs I have played, they are flute composition, isn't it? Everything composed by Pichinguinho. Now, this one is a composing for it was composed for the piano. Okay, so all the ornaments, all the things he do, they are so different from our ornamentation. So I try to make something. So for example, for instance, you see that kind of button ornament using the button. It's pretty useful to create to try to imitate, to try to copy the effects of the trill in the piano. We call that trillo. I said trill. I'm not sure if that is the right word in English. Anyway, uh, it's trillo. That. So we don't have the same kind of ornamentation on the harmonic, of course. Each instrument have each instrument has its own way to make that, isn't it? So um, it's very hard to do the same thing. It's almost impossible, you see. So that's the way I found to make that, to give that impression, okay, on the harmonica, talking about this particular piece, which is called Apanhei de Cavaquinho. Harmonica College, could you play a solo harmonica tune you have arranged? Of course, of course. With all my pleasure, my friend. Well, as I started today playing Lamentos, I won't play Lamentos because I only have two arrangements made for Choros. I'm working hard on a third one, but it's been hard. It's difficult to find out the solution. So I will play Odeon, um, wrote by the same composer of Apanhei de Cavaquinho, Mr. Ernesto Nazaré. All right? And Ernesto Nazaré, by the way, he was born in 1865, and he died in the around 1930, something like this, and he had a very sad end. In the end of his life, he went crazy. Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? A genius. And he went crazy, and he died in a sanitary. Actually he escaped from his sanitary, and he was found dead after that. But he was passing for a hard time, isn't it? And there are so amazing things to say about Ernesto Nazaré. One of the histories I enjoy the most is that he had a classical education to play the piano, but everything that he composed was he called themselves their own compositions of tanguinho, which is a diminutive from tango, as you know, from Argentina and Spain. So um, everything he wrote was tanguinhos. Villa-Lobos was crazy about him, was completely crazy about Ernesto Nazaré. And one time, Arthur Rubinstein, the biggest Chopin interpreter, was in Brazil for a concert, and Heitor Villa-Lobos managed to put them together so that Arthur Rubinstein could listen to the compositions of Ernesto Nazaré. However, Ernesto Nazaré believed that his own compositions were a little inferior to the European ones. So he decided to play Chopin to Arthur Rubinstein, who were the greatest specialists in Chopin in the world back then. So it was a very funny situation, isn't it? But anyway, I will attend to the wish of Harmonica College, and I will play my solo arrangement for Odeon by Ernesto Nazaré. It's been a long time that I don't play that. I hope that I think that I can manage. Let's go. Just a bit of water before, and let's go. Oh, we don't have to. Thank you, Harmonica College, for your ask. I'm very glad to to make it possible. It's been a long time since the last time I have played that, but fortunately, this is an arrangement that I already study a lot. You see, so well, it was okay. It was not wonderful, but it was okay. And I love that arrangement because, well, it is really hard to find a way to make this. You see, to make this accompaniment. Yeah. Do you know why I started to do so? Harmonica College. I I am I was pretty young. I had, I don't know, 14, 15 years, and I went to the cinema to watch a movie called Bagda Café. Wonderful, not mainstream, not Hollywood movie, and an independent movie, and with Jack Palance, and I loved that that movie. And okay, I see. All right, all right. I will talk about this one, but I was there, and and in this soundtrack of this movie, Bagda Café, there's a harmonica player playing, and his name is William Gallison, one of my favorites. I love this guy. He's amazing, and he and he made in one of the tracks of the soundtrack is a solo harmonica from him. He's playing like this, something more or less like. Something like this. It's not exactly the same, but it's so beautiful. Yeah, I was influenced by that soundtrack. It's beautiful. You should look for it because it's amazing, amazing, so beautiful. So after listening to that, I started to figure out, well, to wonder, well, if it sounds so beautiful, the harmonica solo, maybe it is possible to make something with the Choro music. So I started to think about that. Back then, in the 19s, I had 15 years back then. Now I'm 46. You see, 13 years ago, and I I started to work on that, to figure out. You see, and after a lots of trying, I tried a lot, I studied a lot, and finally, this one Odeon, it was the first solo arrangement that really worked. See, so I'm very happy with it. And after that, I made a very beautiful one as well from Lamentos. And good morning, Thiago. And it's really beautiful. I love the both of them, and I believe that it's possible to find out some very interesting solutions. And now that I'm studying the switch corner technique, wow, you can wait for news in soon. I'm trying to put some switch corners on my new arrangements, you see. But the arrangements are always different from that example. Congrats. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Well, and that the other one you said is Travessuras, a composition by Maurice Van Horn. I love that too. It's really beautiful. I love that. I love that. And Maurice is a genius, isn't it? Well, let's play one more. And I want to play now a song that was an ask from Mateus from the yeah. I believe tongue switching is really cool. Yes, I'm studying hard to learn it because this is not easy thing to master, isn't it? It will take some years yet until I I could manage this to the level, to the point to put this in arrangement, but I just enjoy it. And I will show you now a little bit of the song, of the switch corner, of the tongue switching, no? In this next choro, I'm just trying to find out some pieces of melody in choros that allowed me to play, to use that technique. It's difficult, yeah. But you see, this one sounds really good, and I hope it works now. This is the jump I need to know, I need to play. And this is another kind of challenge because this song, I will play, Som de Carrilhões, it was composed by João Pernambuco, who was one of the best acoustic guitar players in the history of Brazil. And this song I will play, it's a huge success of him. Everybody knows here. It's a very well known piece to the acoustic guitar, to the six string acoustic guitar, and it's really beautiful. What? Okay, I will show. What I play is just the jump from the D two to the to sorry, D three to D two here on the 48, isn't it? So that's the jump I will try to do. Okay, so João from João Pernambuco, sons de Carrilhões. Vamos ver. Não, não, não. Ah, it's so beautiful, isn't it? I just love that choro. I love that choro. And that's it. You see, we got to do this. We got to, I'm very happy to have discovered this new technique, the switch corner. New for me, of course. Um, I'm very happy to have discovered that last year, and I'm playing it every day. I play it. I play more switch corner than I study shoulders nowadays. Because I'm cracking on it. It's a vicious. I just enjoy it a lot. So I'm trying to find out where I can use it all the time. I'm just spend my time doing this. You see, so it's very interesting to try. For example, this other one, only to give you a piece. Um, this is the this is called, oh my god, pedacinhos do céu, from, you see. Um, Yeah, I use only in the intro. Well, it's not intro. It's the phrase in the first jump. You see, not all the times at all, at all. And this is really cool. You know that one? It's so cool, isn't it? I love that. This one is called This one is called Língua de Preto by Vitor Lopes. I love that. And this one is only possible to be played if you use the switch corner technique. Otherwise, you won't be able to play it at all. You see? So that's the things I I'm trying to find out. You see, I'm just like you trying to do it. Robert Bonfiglio has some interesting. Yes, oh, I love Robert Bonfiglio and Chileo as well. I'm always watching for those guys, and they are amazing. And you see, I had some contact with Franz Schmel. Franz Schmel was the best harmonica player in history, in my opinion. He was the best one. I never heard anything at all like this. And he used switch corner tone blocking all the times, 100%. And we discussed a lot of that, you see, and he said to me that everything was possible to be played like this, and he played it, isn't it? So it's a very challenging thing, you see. But it's normal. I have my own artistic opinions, and there are some timbres where I like the most the peak, the usual embouchure, the peak embouchure. So like this, I rather I think that it sounds more beautiful. You see, so that's why I keep my mouth like this. Yet my embouchure, but I am working hard on the switch. All right. So guys, um, talking one more time about the dream that is coming true today. So today it's a very important day to me because we are releasing our harmonica course, which is called Choro Harmonica, so that you can learn both them at the same time. You can learn the harmonica and choro at the same time, because I believe that choro is a wonderful, a very strong school to teach music. You see, I really do. So I really believe that the choro could make you play better. That choro could make you be a professional harmonica player if you want to. And that choro can make you just have fun with music, with your harmonica, you see? Because that's what we are talking about. We're talking about something that is really, really good for our souls, for our hearts, for our lives, which is music, which is harmonica, which is choro. So I'm very happy to start this movement now. We will we will make a very good, very strong communication now to do so. But and this is a very old dream that is coming true. So I'm very happy. That thank you, Harmonica College, for your congrats here. And I'm actually very, really, really proud of this course. I think that we managed to make a very structured, very, very dense course. You see, it's very detailed. The first video had 15, 20 minutes when I was really, really managed to look to any details, all the details, the small details of the pucker, of the mouth, of the teeth, of the tongue, your shoulders, everything. I really paid a lot of attention on this. You see, so if you want to give a look, on it, we have available now a very beautiful video that were produced by Superjart explaining all the course, how it works. Okay, so it is in the description of this video here on YouTube and in the bio of this video here on Instagram. All right, and I want this is our last live from that period, let me say. But we are still releasing new videos every week in our YouTube channel. You know that for sure, isn't it? Every Friday, we release a new video with different topics relating harmonica and choro. Okay, so we are ending now a series which talks about the most important albums, choro albums in my career, the recording that inspired me to play choro in the harmonica. So if you want to know more about it, go to our YouTube channel, Sopro de Arte, okay? Sopro de Arte YouTube channel and get a look. You see there is a lot of wonderful material we already made, okay? Now there is the course as well, you see? And we got our Telegram group, and the link to it is in the description of the video here on YouTube and in the bio here on Instagram. And in this Telegram group, we are talking a lot about technique, about the switch corner, harmonica college. The guys who are not kidding, they are working hard on switch. You see, the students there, the professional who are there also. There are lots of professional guys in this group. So we are working hard on the harmonica. We are working hard on choro. We are working hard on tongue switching. Yeah. And now I want to play a last choro, one of my favorites, and it's quite a challenge actually. Another one from Pixinguinha, and this one I want to end this live with it because it has a strong connection with the harmonica. You won't believe that. But this song was composed by Pixinguinha because of a very important soccer match that happened in the 40s in Brazil. You know that soccer is really important here in Brazil, and Pixinguinha was fanatic with football, with soccer. So when he made this composition 1-0 when our Brazil when the national team won for the first time the Uruguayan team. and the score were 1-0. So he made this song 1-0. And the first melody, this this first this first melody was inspired in a harmonica. Could you believe that? But what is the story? The story is that in that period we had one man, a journalist, Ari Barroso, who made the transmissions of all the soccer matches in the radio. And every time that happened, a goal, he had a little harmonica of him, and he made goal, goal. Could you believe that? So it was a mark. It was a trademark of him. You see, the little harmonica of Ari Barroso. Then, so Pixinguinha was listening to the radio when the national Brazilian team scored against Uruguay. So the first thing that he heard when that happened was that, and only then, go! You see? So, to make a tribute to Ari Barroso, Pixinguinha starts 1-0 with a harmonica phrase. That's pretty special, isn't it? So, I will end this broadcasting with 1-0. Let's go. Only a sip. Oh, one moment. So beautiful. It's a honor, isn't it, to know that Pixinguinha wrote that song inspired by a harmonica. It's amazing. I got a one question about Brazilian harpers. Jobim, Jacó, and others play the harmonica, but the Woos was the pro one. Yes. Actually, people said that Jobim definitely had a harmonica group along with Newton Mendonça. They were really close when they were younglings, and they used to have a harmonica ensemble that was really common that back then. I mean to have to have harmonica ensembles, isn't it? It was common in Brazil. We got several of them, but obviously they were not professional. Okay, and I already heard that Jacó also started playing the harmonica, but some friends told me that's not true. That's not for sure. So I don't say that anymore in my lectures, in my concerts. But Tom Jobim's definitely for sure. It is written in the Rui Castro's book Chega de Saudade. So that's seems to be convincing. And Edu was the pro one. Edu da Gaita was the first one harmonica Brazilian professional player, but he was not the only one. Huh? We had back then my master started to play a little later than him, 5 or 10 years before Edu starts to play. And in Omarizar is a legend here in Brazil, you see, and who was Omarizar, who is still alive. I will tell you a history about him in a while, but when he was the most well succeed harmonica player in Brazil for decades, for much more, including than Edu da Gaita himself. For example, he had every day at 9 o'clock in the p.m. he had a live broadcasting in the television here in Brazil that lasted, I don't know, some years. You see, was him playing with the Gaó, Maestro Gaó's orchestra, a very important orchestra. You see, for only to give you an example, this orchestra is responsible for the first recording of Chico Chico no Fubá. Maestro Gaó made the first recording of Chico Chico no Fubá. And they had this program, this show that was broadcasted every night at 9 o'clock, a very noble time here in Brazil. It was, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes of orchestral music with Omar Zar playing the chromatic harmonica. Could you believe that? Amazing, isn't it? So, and Omar lived in New York at the same time when João Gilberto was living there. So he knew everybody. He plays with Michel Legrand. He knew Miles Davis. Omar is. And now I talked to him last week. We talk time from time. And now he's 88. And he said to me, you're gonna love that. He told me, "Oh, Vitor, I'm too tired now. I'm thinking about retire from playing harmonica. It's too tough. I don't have physical conditions anymore. Now I will sing. I'm starting to sing because to sing is easier." I thought that just lovely. You see, the guy have 88 years, and it's too hard for him to play the harmonica. So, what can he do? He's going to sing, obviously. So cool, isn't it? From what harp were shipped, there were a lot on stores. Owning a gaita was like having a cavaquinho. I'm not quite sure. Umar always said that it was a very expensive, but for him, because he came from a very poor family. I'm not quite sure if it were cheaper than a cavaquinho. I'm not sure about that. No pro hoppers would have interest in work chances. Yeah, Exactly. So that's for now, my friends. I'm very happy with all of that. Thank you so much for attention. Okay, thank you, Harmonica College. I wish you all the good things for you on your life, on your career. Come to study, pass by. Okay, pass to say hello for us. Let's change more things. Okay, and thank you so much for everybody, everyone who are watching us like now, just right now. And this is the end of the broadcasting. I'm very happy. And don't you forget, okay? We have the Telegram group. We have the course, the Choro Harmonica course now available, okay? And we have the YouTube videos. We have a lots of different way to keep our contact. All right. So that's the most important thing for us is to keep the contact with you. Thank you so much. Beijo no coração de vocês. Bons estudos, boa música e até logo. Bye. Tchau.